the success story, speaking of the success story of Nagaland disaster management, before I start the short presentation, I would like to acknowledge the support of Oscar India for making our radio journey, taking us to the next level of the radio journey. So, yeah, can we just move to the next slide? So Nagaland, it is located in the northeastern part of India. Our mountains are very young and it's like a steep, and communication is very difficult, especially when we are faced with natural calamities in the state. So this is one of the biggest challenges that we had earlier. I'll just come back to that later. Okay, next. So these are the kind of disaster that we're facing in the state. We have we are in the zone 5 of the seismic zonation. We have landslide and erosion, soil erosion, flood, urban flooding, drought-like condition, forest fires. Forest fire is one very crucial challenges that we're facing at the moment. And then we have a climate change effect, and then extreme weather events. If you can see the kind of pictures that we have, these are just recent pictures only. Can we move next? So these are the kind of, this is like a hailstone. It is bigger than the size of a baseball. So this is what it does to our, yes. Okay. All right, and that's a big landslide. The road, this is a national highway, it was taken down entirely. Can we move next? Yeah, these are some of the situations that we're facing in the state. Next. Yeah, flooding. These are the, okay. So, yeah, these are the Nagaland State Disaster Response Force, and those are the National Disaster Response Force during a rescue operation. Next. So the Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority, after the National Disaster Management Authority was enacted in 2000, Disaster Management Act, sorry, was enacted in 2005. Our State Disaster Management Authority came into being in 2011. So we are like 13 years old in the country. And next. So one of the, I just want to go straight to the communication challenge that we have in the state. Can we just move next? So this is called Zuku Valley. This is one of the biggest, one very beautiful landscape, one very beautiful landmark in the state. Now, all the thing of beauties are not always joy forever. Sometimes, like a beautiful thing can bring us a very, dangerous something also. Can we just go next? Yeah. If we can see here, these are the two instances that I want to say. There are a lot of situations that we have faced in the past, like the Zuku Sanctuary Fall. This happened in 2015. Zuku Forest Fire, the Jafu Forest Fire. Zuku, this valley itself, it has been burned 3-4 times, and sometimes it is because I should say most of the times it's because of the careless trekkers who would just leave just not being careful about the fires. So this Zuku Sanctuary Fall, this is a small lake only. Now in this small lake, during the winter, it gets covered with ice. So some trekkers, they went up and then they were trying to take photograph from this particular lake. Then that is when the ice broke up and then they went inside. Now this rescue operation in this particular lake, which is about the size of this hole only, I think it will not be too big, about this size. It took us more than 3.5 days. And one of the biggest challenges that we faced here was the communication. And although by that time we already had our radio network established, besides the police network, police radio network, disaster management, we also had already established a radio network by then. But somehow, because of our, I will admit, because of our technical incompetencies, we could not make use of the technology to the fullest potential to, establish communication here. Now, here, some rescue operation forces also came here, and then they brought the Inmarsat, the satellite phone, this thing for communication. But even that satellite phone, it did not work. So what happened was, like, if these people, they have to send some information, they have to pass it on, like literally it was like in the early days from one mountain to the other mountain, and then that's how the communication was made. So that is one of the reasons why the rescue operation took us very long time. Now the Tuku forest fire. So in this, and this sanctuary fall is also in this valley, and most of the fires are also happening in this valley only. Now here, every year we have used during the forest fire, we have used the service of the Indian Air Force also, with a chopper, with a pumpy bucket. We drew water from some lake, and then, but it doesn't help because like the situation was very difficult. Now, the biggest challenge for the rescue operation here was also the communication. The latest one was like just 2 years back, and we were still having this challenge of establishing a proper communication. Now, after the coming of the Oscar India and then sharing their thoughts with us, we are now one of the way forward that we're planning is we're going to set up one repeater tower somewhere here on the mountain so that it can connect to the city.
Did you
that is,
rescue those people?
Yes?
The people who were trapped under ice, did you rescue those people alive? Were you able to rescue them?
No, we could not rescue them alive. That after the 3 days, it's like we could only retrieve them. Like we could, of course, like retrieve all the 3 bodies, 3 young people, so we could retrieve the bodies. So next, yeah, next. So these are the milestones of a radio communication setup for disaster management in Nagaland. In 2014, we established our first VHF and HF network with commercial license, with support from the Nagaland Police Telecom Organization. Then in 2016, we also tried to establish a software-defined radio network with support from the Northeastern Center for Technology, Application and Reach, NECTAR, which is based in Shillong. So we actually we could establish this network very nicely. Somehow, again, I would like accept our technical incompetencies again here. Because of that, we could not make use of this facility also to the fullest potential. And then come 2024, we could get in touch with Oscar India from the beginning of the year. And then after a series of training, can we just move to the next slide? Yeah, these are some of the trainings and some of the sessions, workshops, and then yeah, just next. Yeah, antenna making workshop and a lot of exercise and a lot of workshops, a lot of training. And then we also conducted our own mock drill also. And then I would like to tell you that for the first time, when we had the mock drill with Oscar India, we established one of the network, one of the radio station in the place where I was showing you earlier, that Sanctuary Fall. Just near about that, we did not reach the Sanctuary Fall, but we established one of the network from there. And then this time we could do it. And we hope that we will not face that situation again with the support of Oscar India. Thank you so much, Oscar India. Yeah, so I would like to show you a short moment from the effort that NSDMA we are making with Oscar India. Can we run the video? Yeah. Of the State Disaster Management Authority.
This is Victor Lima. I repeat, we need rescue team from the headquarters. Do you copy?
We have received the information from the secretary that we are sending the team.
What is the area of fire? What is the area of fire affected? Please report.
This is November Delta 2, Whiskey Bravo. We have received the information that the fire is within 1 kilometer radius.
Victor Uniform 2, Oscar India, India. Victor Uniform 3, Oscar India, Sierra. Copying you 5-8. You copy me? Oscar India, Sierra. Do you copy Niladri? Oscar India, Sierra.
The fire is spreading widely, so we need your immediate evacuation.
We have not received any assistance. We have not received any response.
The secretary team is taking some time to arrange the SDRS to come, so please follow.
We crossed almost 2 hills, 2 mountains. After that we set up our station. Even right now our station is in a mobile, it's a mobile station right now, it's not the permanent station. We just mounting our antenna with a stick, with a normal stick, nothing else. So thanks everyone for the support, and we learned a lot this time. And hope everyone enjoyed the drill. And especially who are in field, they enjoy, I think, especially than others, actually, if I'm not so wrong. So tomorrow they'll have a debriefing session where we can explore one more actions we can take for the better communication purpose. So with this message, written from to Oscar India, India, signing off today. Thank you everyone. 7-3, bye-bye.
With that was the mock drill that we have conducted for the communication only. But I would like to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, after this we had the Nagaland Emergency Preparedness Exercise, which is a statewide exercise that we conducted every year in the state. During this NAPEX, which was conducted in the month of October 24, we could establish a radio network to all the district headquarters with HAM. And we have established the communication, and I would like to say that this was one of the biggest success stories in the communication story of the Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority. And I want to thank Oscar for that, for helping us do that. Thank you so much, everyone.
जश्न है भारत, रग रग में है जीत की आदत, ऐसा हुनर दुश्मन भी सलामी दे। तू सूरज हम तेरे उजाले, तुझसे जुदा नहीं होने वाले, आखिर तक हम सफर तिरंगे के। जय हिंद जो नस नस में है, हर बाजी फिर बस में है, सिर ठान के हिंदुस्तान बोले। सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयज शीतलाम शस्य श्यामलाम वंदे मातरम। सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयज शीतलाम शस्य श्यामलाम वंदे मातरम। सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयज शीतलाम शस्य श्यामलाम